Hi guys! Oh, I have a different drink with me now. I have a Fresca Blackberry Citrus Touch of Sweet Sparkling Soda Water. Because, again, soda's probably not the best for you, so this is kind of like a sparkling water with a little bit of flavor and just a tiny bit of sweet. Not bad. I kind of like sweet drinks, so it's not as sweet as I would like it, but it's healthier than if I was, say, maybe to drink a soda all the time. So I got some of these instead, and they're really good after a bike ride, but I'm just cutting back on some of my soda intake because it's not good for me. So I got some sparkling water instead. We are going to hook our readers. Hooking your reader is extremely important because if you don't have an interesting hook to bring me in, I'm not going to care about what you have to say if you don't make me interested. Okay? You know, some of the best salesmen hook you somehow, and how are you going to hook me to sell me on your idea, your opinion on this topic, whatever this topic is? So I have to try to hook you in as well. Okay? So the video you just watched kind of did ask a question. That is one amazing way to bring in your audience. The other way that you can hook your reader is also two other ways are interesting facts and, you know, a personal connection, because a personal connection makes it real. So we're going to talk about these in just a little more. This is probably a little bit longer of a video just because of the fact that you are actually going to have to do maybe a titch of research depending on which one of these you're working on, okay? And they're kind of important. So let's try to get this. I'm going to talk fast because I'm going to try to, my video recording limit is about 15 minutes. So I'm going to try to make it under that. Alright, so we're going to start with asking a question, because that is probably the easiest place to start because you already had a quick lesson on asking a question. So you could ask any kind of question as long as you have who, what, when, where, why. Those are questions. Those are interrogative statements. You can, interrogative means I'm asking a question, I want to know. So, how, what, where, when, why. Ask those. Do you know? Is a great starter. Did you know? As long as it's questionable. How many people have, I don't know if I want to do that. Why is it when it gets hot, so many people go find the nearest ice cream shop? Question mark. Shop. Question mark. I'm going to make sure that that is, there we go, and I'm going to bump that up. Sorry, I probably didn't have that totally done. Alright, so there's your question. You can ask any question. As long as you're asking a question, you can start your opinion that way. It's a good way to start. You gotta just ask a question, something maybe you don't know, you would like maybe other people have questions about this. It's definitely an avenue to go. Make sure that when you're doing these, you give me 3 different leads, because you're going to have to pick one. And I want 3 different leads because I want you to practice all 3 leads. You have to give me 3 leads. Alright, an interesting fact. Now this one you're going to have to go and Google, probably, unless you have one right off the top of your head, which I've done this paper, you know, before. And I've used this example, and I actually could use an interesting fact, but I'm going to probably go Google one. So hold on, let me go Google one, and I'm going to find it. Oh, actually, that number 6 would be a great one to use as which came first, chocolate or vanilla? That's a great question, actually. I might steal it. But anyway, I have the one that I have, and I'm going to leave it there. But that's kind of cute. I like it. Ice cream sundae. So here's some interesting facts, fun facts. And I'll just kind of, ice cream, they weren't sure when it was introduced. Ice cream sundaes were actually made for Sunday afternoons. Waffle cones were invented by accident. The ingredients of the first handwritten ice cream, they said it will disgust you. And ice cream used to be a luxury. Let's see what it kind of says here. Some of the facts here. In ancient Rome, Emperor Nero enjoyed mixing snow with fruit and honey. He frequently sent messengers out to gather snow from the mountains. Yeah, that's interesting. Some historians credit Marco Polo with being one of the first to bring some type of ice cream to Europe. He learned it from the Chinese, who had flavored snow with rice and milk to make a creamy dessert. Waffle cone was in... let's see here. You could use any of these. There's ice cream fruit in Hawaii. Astronaut has ice cream. Oh, wow. They're used to... So, there's a simple... Okay. So, you could use any one of these to, start off your... story here. Or not your story. I'm so terribly sorry. Your opinion. Let's see here. I am going to... Some historians credit... Okay, I'm going to use this one. Oh, well, maybe. In ancient Rome, Emperor Nero... Okay, so I'm going to use that one. I'm going to just cut it in... Now, if I'm going to use this fact, I need to make sure that I'm giving credit to this website right here. So I'm going to put it in quotes. So, because I'm copying it directly from that. So I'm going to go to the beginning here and type it in according to the website. And then I need to go back over here and copy the website, standpacket.com. I'm going to copy that and put it in there. Comma, space. And I'm going to put a colon there, according to the website, and then put it there in ancient Rome. So that way I'm giving credit to the people where I found the information. So if I am actually going about and looking for your fact, I can go find it. Okay? So be aware that if you don't give credit to who you got your fact from or where you found it, I'm going to probably be Googling some of your facts to see if you actually are giving credit. Because if you don't give credit, you're stealing. So you need to tell me, where did you find your fact? Who did you find it from? Who said it? Okay? It's important. Because even words are ideas. And ideas, if they're stolen, are plagiarized. And you get in a lot of trouble for that. So I don't want you to be in trouble. It's dishonest. So please, give credit. Where did you find your fact? Who said it? And tell me. Because I will be checking. Okay, so then I have your personal connection. Now, a personal connection is going to have to be some sort of story that you have. I do have a personal story about ice cream. It was when I was adopted. So I'm just going to kind of type the story, and I'm not going to necessarily have you sit there and watch me do the whole story, but I am going to put the story in, and let me go ahead and tell you the story. Make sure it's short and sweet. You don't want this long story. It's just a tiny little moment, okay? Okay, so the story that I wrote, the teensy little personal connection, is just a couple of sentences, and it's just a quick, fast little story. Like, I could go on about the story, but I'm not going to. It could be a seed idea for another narrative story. But it was when I was adopted. It was like the first day that they had me, that they got me after I was adopted. I was officially living with them after I was adopted. I was only about 2.5 years old, 3 years old. After I was adopted, my new family took me out to eat. My mom told me I had some ice cream, and I was so excited that I shook as I ate it. I must not have had ice cream in the orphanage, is what they were thinking. So I just kind of put those facts in there. That's just my personal connection to the whole ice cream thing. So, you know, you can kind of pick and choose, but you do need to try to say, okay, if you love it or hate it, you have a personal connection to those feelings. And I want to know what that quick personal connection is. Please don't make this longer than a couple sentences. It's not supposed to be a whole narrative on that particular thing. Just like 3 or 4 sentences. Why are you connected? Why do you feel as passionately as you do about this? What was the moment that made you feel passionate about whatever it is, what you love, what you hate? Your interesting fact, and then asking a question. Those are your 3 types. And then you have to pick what is your best choice. Okay? So I'm just going to go with the whole personal connection and plop it in there. And that'll be my whole that's my best choice. And when you're done, you're done. You can go over here to step, and then you'll notice that here you have your rough draft. You can look it over. And see if it transitions fairly nicely. If you don't like it, you can change it. Go back here to your introduction paragraph and change it out. Let's see if I can do that, and then take a look at it, and then you can come back over to your rough draft, and then you notice, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, well, I need to go fix that for sure, so I'm going to go back there and fix that, because I'm not sure why I have a question mark there. I must not have did that correctly here. Alright, so then, I'll just cut and paste that and put it there. Okay, and then you'll notice that, hey, your rough draft fixes itself here. Alright, so again, if you don't like that, you can go back here and say, oh, I'm going to cut and paste, and I'm going to do this one instead. And just kind of look and see which one of these you actually really, really like, or not like. You know, in my opinion, ice cream is the best. Okay, so, you know, it is what you pick. I'm just going to stay with this one, because I personally, that's the one I want. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know. Any concerns, let me know. Make sure that you are giving me all 3 types, because this is going to be extremely important to where you need to be. Okay, so we have our introduction. Your introduction has to be quick and snappy and really want to draw me in, okay? So you have to give me an interesting fact, a personal connection. Ask a question that you think that I've never asked, or maybe you have a question about, to draw me in so you can change my mind, change the world, perhaps. All right, sorry this was a longer video, but this is all you need to do for that one. See you later.